Good morning, everyone. This is Rodee. This is 8 for 8. I'm so grateful for your joining me here this morning. It's another beautiful day in downtown Halifax, Nova Scotia. And I am inspired by clutter this week, or getting rid of it. And at least two of my clients I've worked directly with on clutter, and both have had wonderful success. And I understand Carol's on this morning, and she's joining our clutter club, or declutter club perhaps, and I'm grateful for that. So one of the things that's happened is that we tend to clutter up our lives with all kinds of things. We clutter up our personal relationships, we clutter up our basement, we clutter up our kitchen, we clutter up all the drawers around. Maybe everything looks neat and tidy, but then you open up 10 drawers and everything's all been jammed in there. I mean, everybody's different about the way they clutter things up. And I'm beginning to think, in fact, I'm absolutely certain that one of the things that clutter does is slow us down from receiving all the abundance from the universe. And so one of the things, I'm going to ask Geraldine to weigh on this, because Geraldine not only did some EFT work with clutter and some Ho'oponopono work around clutter, but now she's decided to teach EFT for other people who have clutter. Geraldine, you want to just take a minute and talk about that?
Certainly. Good morning. My experience has been when you release the clutter, whatever it might be in your mind or in your home or your business, you open up and abundance starts to flow. It's totally amazing. I'm working with a professional clutter clearer, and before our session, we focus on what I want to attain from this. And with EFT, Ho'oponopono, it's the same thing. We set ourselves up and open our minds and our bodies and allow. And it's been fantastic. So I'm hoping to share that with a lot of people.
Thank you so much. So I just wanted another perspective on that. You know what I did this weekend? I cleaned my basement. And I went to the flea market and I sold off all the stuff that was in my basement that I didn't absolutely need. And not only that, now that I've done it this week, I think I'm going to do it again next week until my basement is like pristine and there's nothing in there except maybe some tools that I need and things like that. And it felt really good. And not only that, I met a bunch of wonderful people at the flea market. I mean, I don't imagine that I would meet a whole bunch. Of course, there are people everywhere that are wonderful. And and I had fun doing it, and I raised the grand total of $90 for all of my efforts. But my basement is organized and opening up, and what I'm finding is that I feel freer. So last week I kind of started this process, which is what led me to cleaning my basement on Saturday, because it's been a mess for a long time. And so last week I started to feel like, since this process, and so I decided that I was going to spend an hour every day decluttering something. So I was getting rid of files that are older than 7 years old from old businesses, and I was shredding things, and I was cleaning out file cabinets, and I was organizing, bills in a different way. And every day I spent 1 hour, no more, no less, just decluttering my life. Most people probably aren't as big a pack rat as I have been. I am no longer that big pack rat. I have changed thanks to EFT and Ho'oponopono and all of the people who support, all of the efforts that I'm in, because they call me on my stuff just as I try to call them on their stuff. And so we're a great support group for each other. And that's Tuesday night. We meet at 7 to 9:30 and do EFT and Ho'oponopono and talk about spiritual stuff. And it's wonderful. So anyway, the whole clutter thing is, as Geraldine said, when you get rid of stuff that you're holding on to, it represents stuckness in your life. And it represents the idea that the universe is not abundant, because if you can't let something go, it's as if you're never going to be able to replace it. Now, I understand things like sentimental memories, wedding pictures, pictures of the birth of your children, all of that kind of sentimental stuff is absolutely want to hang on to that so that you can remember the wonderful times in your life. If you're hanging on to anything that reminds you of bad times in your life, get rid of it. Let it go and forgive yourself for hanging on to it, and forgive whoever it was in your life that caused you the unhappy feelings, or that brought those unhappy feelings into your awareness, understanding that if it's in your awareness, it's your energy that needs to clear. So, as you can tell, I'm a little wound up this morning. I'm going to do a 2 or 3 minute tapping on clutter, and then I'm just going to say a quick goodbye because we've already gone our 6 minutes. So, tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I have this clutter in my life, I accept myself deeply and completely. Even though I have all of this stuff that I'm hanging on to, I am filled with peace and joy. I have emotional baggage. I have physical stuff. I have stuff from the past. I'm anticipating getting stuff. It's all about stuff. Oh well. I just love and accept myself, no matter what. Top of the head. I choose to spend some time thinking about what clutters up my life. Inside eye, I choose to write that all down on a list somewhere. Outside eye, I choose to tap on behalf of all of the individual pieces that are cluttering up my life. Outside eye, or under the eye, sorry. I choose to recognize the emotional blockage that keeps me from releasing things. I choose to celebrate the release of the emotional baggage. That would be under the nose. I'll say it again. I choose to celebrate the release of the emotional baggage on the chin. I choose to open my life to the abundance of the universe. On the collarbone, I love you. I'm sorry. Under the arm, please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I hope this has been useful for you. I look forward to hearing your comments. I'm going to talk to Paul first thing this morning about setting up a new blog situation, because I want an RSS feed. I want people to be able to subscribe to the blog so that whenever you make a comment, or whenever anybody on this blog posts a comment, that you can get it directly into your inbox so that everybody knows who's doing what, and we can all start responding and creating a bigger list of people who are getting on these calls. Please invite your friends and family. Don't forget my I Am Mind Mentor program. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Monday morning. Bye.